Hey, it says this hangout is on air or something like that. Hey, this is Johnny Bean, 10:09 a.m. Wow. Usually I'm like it's 10:09 p.m. No, it's actually the morning. I'm actually here in the morning. Can you believe that? It's amazing. Unbelievable. No, yeah, I've been up for several hours, many hours. But this is my Veda. This is my vlog. Technically, this is the last vlog I'm supposed to do. But as I've said the past couple of these, I think I'm going to continue doing these. I think I'm going to do these forever. Every day. How's that? How do you like them apples? A Johnny Bean Daily podcast? What do you think? That's what I should call this. The Johnny Bean Daily. Hey, how are you? Black belt. Black belt, yellow belly. How are you doing? What's new? Yeah. Yes. Yes. So yeah. So this is my vlog. Like I said, technically this is the last one because I'm doing these in conjunction with SavvySexySocial.com, SSSVEDA. Hey, Billy Shelton, what up, dude? I've been doing these every day this month. It's a challenge, is what it is. It's a challenge to make a video or do some sort of podcast or just to do something like this every day, you know, for the entire month. I've been doing these things the past few years. So I'm really used to it now. I've got it down. Uh, but yeah, I figure I'll continue to do them. Hey, Stefan, Signer, Sinner O. How do you pronounce that? I never knew. I still don't know. uh, yeah, so I think I'll continue to do these every day. You know, maybe I might have to make a schedule for these now. I've been getting all these messages lately. Johnny, it's like every time you go live, it's like random, you know? Which for this, yeah. Not for those other things I do with those other guys where we talk about guitars and music and you know, this band those guys really like called Van Halen. Those, things, those podcast hangouts, videos, chats, whatever you want to call them, discussions. Those things generally we do Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock NYC. So it looks like Rob and I will be doing one this evening. Nesdal, we kicked him out of the club. Sinner, that was my old band name. SYNN of 72. Okay, cool. But it's Stefan, right? Your name's Stefan for real? So yeah. So anyway, it looks like Rob and I will be doing one of those videos tonight, 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock Eastern. I think, right? Today's Wednesday, isn't it? I think it said it was. Yep. August 31st. Mm-hmm. So yes. Stefan, yes. Okay, cool. Awesomes. And so, yeah, so technically this is the last one of these I'm going to do. As far as Veda, vlog every day in August. But I will continue to do these every day on either some sort of schedule, like at any certain time. Because I know there's a lot of you people, there's a lot of you guys that like to jump in and listen live and ask me questions and comment and all that, and that's great. That's the best reason. That is the reason to do these things, is to connect with connect with everybody. So as far as like a schedule for these things, I guess I'll have to figure that out. I just happen to jump on right now, you know. Because a lot of times I've been doing these things lately, like late at night, like really late, you know. Hey, Adam, afternoon, man. Afternoon to you. Um, yeah, so I've been doing these things like at weird hours. Well, not that weird actually. Just like anytime from like 10 o'clock to midnight somewhere, I jump on and do these things, and I'm thinking maybe if I do some sort of schedule, I guess with these, but it'd be every day, you know. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. I guess maybe if any of you guys have any comments or ideas, like what's a good time I should do these. Let's say if I do one of these videos every day, where I basically do, uh, well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, my original idea actually was to do like a wrap up, you know. So I guess that would be late at night. At night would be better, so I can talk about whatever I did that day, or you know, and you guys can tell me about what you guys did. So maybe a nighttime thing is best. Stefan says, I love these daily vlogs. Thank you very much, man. Yes. I guess they will now be daily. I think today, well, I think tomorrow is technically, tomorrow would technically be the first daily vlog, since this is still part of Veda. So technically, this video doesn't count. If that even makes any kind of sense, which I don't know. I have no idea. Uh, okay. I consider it all the same thing. Vlogs, videos, the guitar lesson videos that I do, the hangouts, the EVH gear discussion stuff. I consider it all the same thing. I mean, you know, it's all me. I mean, as long as if it's on this channel, it's all same thing. Random little videos I do, or whatever. You know, if you search my channel, if you search this channel, you'll find some random things. Oh, and of course Howie's videos. He's the reason I even created this channel in the first place. Adam says, I enjoy banter with Nesdal as well. Yeah. We have a good time. We have a good time. Although we did one of these last night, and he said a couple things that I thought were kind of So if you notice that video, you can't see it right now. It's private. I might have to do some editing. He said a couple things I really don't want. Yeah, if any of you guys heard anything. Yeah, he tends to say some weird things at night. I guess he's probably half asleep. So I think I'll just do a slight edit to that video. Mainly just the end. I'm just going to cut the end off slightly and then make it public. So anyway, so that was last night's vlog. Sounds juicy. Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, he made a joke that really wasn't funny. The guy, I don't know. I think he has to work on his comedy timing. Anyway, Adam. Oh, so you said, yes, I've noticed my first AM alerts. Your alarm clock went off. Good morning, Manny. Good morning. Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon. or maybe even good evening, wherever you may be right now, or whenever you hear this, whenever this is being heard, whenever, wherever, you know. Huh? I've got Facebook open here. Let me close Facebook. I'm getting the Facebook notifications for different things. I don't know. I can have it open. It's fine. I guess it's all right. Why not? Uh, Adam says, "Sorry, I meant the first AM alerts from YouTube on my phone." Oh, cool, cool. So when I went live, it actually popped up and said Johnny Beane is live right now. I think that's cool. I think if that's what you're talking about, yeah, that's the way to do it. You know, where it tells you, and you're like, "Whoa, I got to check this out." Okay, I'll leave that open. That's fine. That's all good. That's all good. Basically, yes. Yeah. Awesome, man. Awesome. If anybody see, those alerts don't come to my phone, because I'm not subscribed. You can't subscribe to yourself on YouTube. I know it's a shame. Um, but if anybody out there listening, either whenever, right now or later or whatever, the next time I go live, if you could you take a screenshot of your phone, if it's okay? I mean, if that's the only text on there. If there's other stuff, personal, if there's a personal text on there, don't do it. But if you just get a text that pops up on your screen that says Johnny Beane is live, if you could take a screenshot and send that to me, I'd appreciate that. I'd like to see that. Adam says, so if it's a vlog, why aren't you broadcasting video? That's a good question. Well, I mean, I'm just sitting here, Hey, Faraz, how are you, man? Oh, you'll do it later, Adam? Okay, awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. If it's a vlog, how come my camera's not on? Because I'm just sitting here. I think of, a lot of vlogs, if you're actually out and about somewhere and you're filming yourself, that's different. I mean, I don't know if you guys really want to just see me, Oh, you're kidding? Yeah, I know it's cool, but people have asked me this before, so I don't know. I mean, would you want to actually be sitting here just looking at me, just talking? If it's just me by myself? I don't know. To me, just having just the audio is cool because you can listen. You don't have to look at it. I mean, there's not much to look at. If it's just me sitting here, there's really not much to see. But you can do other things. You can just listen to the audio and do the dishes. Which reminds me, I got to do the dishes. I just had a bowl of cereal. Faraz, I'm reading, and also I'm reading comments. There's a chat box. The way I do these videos now, as some of you may know, Google Plus is the Hangouts on Air, which is basically the way I'm running these things. It's moving from Google Plus to YouTube. So the way I used to do these was I would broadcast from Google Plus, and the comments would come in as actual comments. So people would actually be typing them in. And if you watch some of the older videos, my phone is like beeping nonstop. Those are me getting comments, right? So the new way that we're doing this now, that everybody has to do, is there's a chat box. So I basically I can't see anything on my main computer. I basically have to watch the video along with everybody else on a different computer where I'm not signed in, and I can see the chat box. So every time anybody says something, I see it pop up on my laptop. So anyway, that's where. So if you're listening to this somewhere and you're like, Where's he getting these comments? What's he reading? I'm reading comments from the video on YouTube. If you if you're if you open up the video, you'll see like a comment chat box or whatever. The thing I don't like about that though is once the video is done, all those comments vanish and they're just gone. You know, that's the thing that I don't dig. You know, but whatever. Anyway, let's see. Faraz says, I'm good. Your channel has been the longest running TV season for me. Never gets old. Well, cool, man. Cool. Yeah, I know you've been watching this stuff for a while, huh? A little while. Yeah. Yeah, I think Faraz can can agree that there's a lot of different stuff on this channel, you know. Lately it's been these Van Halen guitar chats, you know. But aside from that, it was, guitar lessons, original music stuff, Howie's videos, and like random videos, you know, videos of me, grocery shopping and stuff. And of course, the vlogs, the Veda vlogs or whatever. There's probably hundreds of them from the past few years or whatever. Faraz says, "Yep, since February." Adam says, "Checking my mail. Let's see if my pick arrived. The guitar pick? Yeah, let me know. Let me know. Hopefully, you should see that soon." I checked my mailbox this morning too. I didn't see anything in there. Although the post office wasn't even open yet. So when I head down back that way in an hour, a couple hours, I'll check my box as well. Killer Chimp 12, how come you never show your wife? I didn't even know you were married. She doesn't like to be on these things. She doesn't like just to be on the internet, on, videos, whatever, photos, I mean, there's some people they just don't do that. I don't know. Me, I enjoy being on video, even though here I'm saying that and you can't even see me. I'm fighting not to turn my camera on. No, I'm kidding. I enjoy I enjoy doing this kind of stuff. I think it's fun, and it's really it's cool because doing these vlogs, these Vedas or whatever, that's really helped me do these things. Dig back on my channel back maybe a few years ago. Yeah, before I started doing these things. Well, even then, and you'll see my style of doing a video, my timing. The way that I talk, everything is very different. I've really I understand how to do this kind of thing now. So, and let's see. Stefan says, yeah, it says my package was delivered to my PO box. Let me know. Okay. Okay, yeah, like I said, I'm gonna head back down there in like an hour or something because they're open now. I'll see if yeah, I think usually PO boxes are I think usually about like 10 or 10:30 is the time like the PO box is like done for the day, and it's 10:30 here now. It's about 10:29. So if it's here, it should be there. And yeah, like I said, I think I said this yesterday. Yeah, if I got your package, I'll do an unboxing if that's cool. An unboxing video or an unpackaging with Rob Johnson later. I think that'd be cool. You know, and like I said, I really don't uh I don't open all my mail on camera. You know, but if people if they dig that, you know, like you know, if they want to see, you know, what Christmas looks like over here, then I do that. It's cool. It's cool. Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wolfgang. Hey man, I love your videos. Thank you, man. Thank you. I enjoyed making videos, you know, even though this is like a podcast style where you can't see me, it's still a video, you know. That's the cool thing about YouTube is you can like do anything you want, almost. And yeah, yeah. I enjoy doing this stuff. I really do. I have a great time. It's a lot of fun. And like I said, it's crazy. This is something I never would have imagined myself doing this kind of thing, you know, ever. And here I am doing stuff like this. You know, if you know me in real life, I really don't talk this much at all. You know, it's like I was talking to my friend Philip McKnight recently, and I think we actually did that on one of these videos. I think we were talking, and I was saying how I really don't talk this much in real life. You know, that's the great thing about doing these things is it's made me better at talking and talking to people. You know, or having a conversation or discussion or whatever. And Philip was saying that he actually talks way more in real life, like in person. He like talks like nonstop. Let's see. I got some more comments here. Uh, Faraz says, "Well, you're really flexible and cool about it. That's why you've been able to do these nonstop videos like this, like these vlogs or whatever, the Vedas." Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. Although I guess it'd probably be cool to do some sort of if I were to do these because I tend to do a lot of this stuff live now. You know, if you go back to my vlogs the past few years, aside from this month, everything else is all pre-recorded. Whereas this is, I'm actually sitting here right now, 10:32 a.m., August 31st, 2016, and I'm actually talking to people in the chat. You know, we're actually sitting here all together, or whatever. You know, so that's the cool thing about doing these things live like that. I really dig it. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, but as far as doing like a schedule, like doing these things, my original idea of continuing it, like I said earlier, if I'm going to continue doing these things every day, I figured it'd be a good like nighttime thing to go live at night. You know, like I don't know, 10 o'clock, maybe 10 o'clock p.m. California time, which is midnight Eastern or whatever, but something like that to so you guys know when I'm going to be on, and if it's at night, it can be like a wrap up of like that day, like whatever I did, or you know, any cool events that happened. Let's see. Killer Chimp 12, your PV 5150 amp head is a first generation, right? The picture you have of Ed's amp settings? is on that same model. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. My PV 5150 is, yeah, first generation, 1992, I believe, is when that amp first came out. Um, yeah. And yeah, I got it used in 95 is when I got it. But yes, it's the first original one, in which you diehards, will say, "Oh, that's a block logo model or whatever," because on the front of the amp, on the face, it says EVH in block letters, whereas the next version after that, the same amp, but just like a little later version, has the autograph on the front instead, whereas mine has the autograph on the back, the signature. The Eddie Van Halen or Edward Van Halen, whichever it says. Um, yeah, and that photo that I posted, that's actually from the PV, the brochure from back in the day, where it actually shows his actual settings. You know, which of course, settings they always change from room to room. You know, your amp is going to sound different everywhere you play. Depending on the size of the room. If it's small, if it's big, if it's a theater, a stadium, wherever it is that you're playing, you have, your general, it's like, yeah, generally I like to have, the bass set at this, the mid here, the high treble here, whatever. Uh, but yeah, if you're playing different places, you just, you slightly adjust each knob, to, to cater to the room you're playing. It's always going to sound different. Wolfgang says, I wish you did one of those EVH guitar chats at this time. Oh, as in like in the morning? It would be perfect for me. I'm in Korea, by the way. Oh, cool. What time is it right now in Korea? I guess I could ask Siri. What time is it in Korea?
The time in Seoul, South Korea is 2:36 a.m.
Whoa. You're 16 hours ahead of me. It's 2:36 in the morning? That's a good time. Well, what time is it when we do the regular things? Well, wait. I guess I could do the math. If it's 10:30 and we do them roughly 6.5 hours later, so it's roughly 8:30, 9 in the morning for you when we do those things, right? I think. Yeah, I guess that's kind of early. Yeah. Yeah. I wish. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, everybody is everybody is somewhere. That doesn't make any sense. The time is different where everybody is. So even though we're all, awake or asleep or whatever at the same time, doing stuff, it's always a different time somewhere, different time in the day. You know, that's the cool thing about these about videos though is you can do something and it's always there. You know, the stuff gets watched or listened to or whatever all the time. You know, I mean, because I get the results. I see like, oh, this was, this video's been watched, 3,000 times. It was watched today, yesterday, blah, 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 blah. Whatever it is. It's like it's like the new TV is what it is. You know, the new television, and it can be watched at any time. Um, Faraz says, Johnny, I heard Rob was going to teach Dave the 180-degree split. That'd be cool to see. I think next time Rob goes over to Dave's house, I think he might be going over there next week or something. I think, yeah, they should do a video of themselves doing martial arts. I think that would be cool. I'd like to see that. I would watch that show. You know? Um, Stefan says yes for Dave's bad behavior last night. Were you there, Stefan? Do you know what I'm talking about? He made this joke at the very, very end of the right before we said goodbye. He made this joke, and when he said that, I was like, nah, yeah, that's not you know. At least he said it. You know, I'd never say anything like that. You know, but yeah. So I think I'm gonna if I decide to make that video public again, I'll just Oh yeah, you said you heard it and you were kind of shocked. Yeah, 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 I was like, yeah. I won't repeat what he said, but it really wasn't. I don't know. Yeah. Sorry, one second. Texting. I'm being asked some questions on an unrelated thing. Okay. Cool. Uh Maybe leave that video hidden. But you know, he's gonna hear this and he's gonna be like, Johnny, he'll have no idea. He probably doesn't even have any idea he even said what he said. You know? Because remember, for him, it's 3 hours later. So like whatever time it was for me, it was like probably 2, 3 in the morning for him or something. You know? So he probably has no memory of even saying what he said. You know? So he's probably gonna hear this. Or maybe he won't. I don't know. He actually gets mad at me when I turn my camera off, which I think is kind of weird. You know, it's like how come if we do a hangout, if my camera's off, he gets upset. So maybe he won't even hear this because you can't see me in the video. Stefan says, "Oh, I'm sure he won't remember." Yeah, it's possible he won't even. He probably has no idea what he even said. And I won't repeat what the joke was, but it was about something that's really not funny. You know. So I think, yeah, I mean, I'll go back to that video, and we're talking about last night's Veda is what we're talking about. That's why if you look at my channel and you're wondering why, if you're thinking, oh, Johnny didn't do one last night, yes, I did, but I made it private after we actually talked for like an hour and a half, you know, and at the very very tail end, I was talking about people that I had met, working at the guitar store I used to work at, Steve Cropper, from uh, Blues Brothers, the guitar player. I've Green Day, you know. I actually used to sell them guitars. Trey Cool. I sold a Trey Cool a guitar one time, a Vox Phantom. And then like a month later, I see a photo of Green Day in Spin magazine and they're all sitting in a bathtub, in water and bubbles and stuff, and there's that guitar in the bathtub with them. And I was like, "Whoa." I was at like Barnes and Noble or something down in Oakland. Yeah, it used to be Jack London Square in Oakland, California. If you're from the area, if you know where that is, they used to have a Barnes and Noble down there. and so I used to hang out down there, and um, anyway, so I was just happened to be looking through this Spin magazine, and saw this photo of Green Day, and that was the guitar that I'd sold him like a month before, or a couple months, or whatever it was. I was like, "Whoa, there's that guitar." Um, but anyway, so yeah, we had just been talking about I'd been telling people I had met working there or said hi to or whatever, and there was this uh, one time I was crossing the street, and Jackson Brown is crossing, like walking towards me, and I just said hi to him. I'm just like, hi. I knew who he was, but um, so anyway, the joke had to do with him and ex girlfriend of his or whatever. Um, so anyway, yeah. So maybe I'll go back and just cut that part out. Aside from that, it was it was all right. Um, hmm? Oh, sorry, I got to scroll up to see some comments here. Stefan says, "Hey Johnny, I found a new old stock Japanese EVH special. I tagged you in the photo. Sorry, some reason I like to tag you in them. No, it's totally cool, man. Yeah, I actually I haven't seen. Let me look. I was actually driving, I think, when you did that, and the alert popped up because I have my phone in a cradle. You know. Oh, here it is. There's the okay. I see it. Wait a minute. Instagram photos of you, as in photos of me. Yeah, you tagged me in a couple of these things. Oh, that's a nice guitar, man. Oh, you're getting that. Nice. Nice. It's a Wolfgang EVH special. It's the what color would you say that is? What do they call that? It's like a sunburst. It's a sunburst color. Nice. Nice. The Japanese one. Yeah, great guitars, man. Awesome. Awesome guitar. Congratulations, dude. For sure, man. Very, very cool. Yeah, yeah. I don't. Yeah, you can tag me on any photo you want. That's fine. Yeah. Any of you, if you're on Instagram, my Instagram name is it's my name, Johnny Bean. And yeah, any photos you guys want me to see or check out or whatever, yeah, just tag me in the photo. And you can tag me in your photo in the photo, or you can just use hashtag just Johnny Bean. Use my name, and I'll get those alerts and check them out. Wolfgang says it's 2:37. Yeah, yeah, it'd be 2:47 now in the morning. Wow. Great song name, Stefan says. Everyone is somewhere. Yeah. Oh, that sounds painful. Sounds like a folk song. Wolfgang says, right, I usually watch your videos at this time. Oh, as in right now. Oh, okay, yeah, because for you it's 2:50, it's almost 3 in the morning, and you watch the stuff. Cool, cool. Yeah, so so everything you watch is all from the previous night for me. Because for me it's the morning. I usually don't do these things at this time. Although I guess I could. Um, you know. I don't know. I still have to figure that out. If I want to if I want to make it even more complicated, I can say, oh, certain days I'll do the vlog at 10 in the morning. Certain days I'll do them 10 at night. Maybe that way I can please everybody. You know? Yeah. Faraz is laughing. Uh, yeah, so I'm reading these comments out of the chat box. Actually, anybody can read these. If you're watching this right now on YouTube, you can actually see the chat box and you can chat yourself. Stefan says, "Yeah, I heard the joke and was a bit shocked." Yeah, okay, I think I read that. Yeah, yeah. I'm sure he has no memory of even saying that. And like I said, he's probably not listening to this. He probably won't listen to this. Uh, but you know, I'm surprised. He's not calling me. If he is listening, he's not calling me right now, saying, "Johnny, what did I say?" Or Johnny, why are you saying this? or why are you making such a big deal about this? You know, what is a big deal? Yeah, because it wasn't funny. You know. Stefan says he downloaded it last night and he's going to sell bootleg copies of it. How do you do that, by the way? If that's what you're saying, how do you download YouTube videos? That's something I've never. I know there's software to do that, but I don't know. A lot of it looks kind of sketchy to me. I really don't. I don't like to download weird programs. Especially on my main computer. This is like my lifeline of everything I do. Everything I do on this. Adam says, "How do you want me to send the screenshot?" You can. Are you on Instagram, Adam? You can message it to me on Instagram, or post it to Instagram and tag me in the thing, or um, there's a number of different ways. Or you can text it. You know that phone number that I give out sometimes? Where is it? This one, the 415-952-3263. You can text it to that if you want, and I'll get that. Or you can rent an airplane and do you can ride it in the sky. I don't know. Oh, see, that's the problem. Is I like to laugh at my own jokes. I don't know if that's is that weird? Oh, is that a problem? I think it might be a problem. Diamond Dave Lucy, hey, see you later. See you later, man. He says he has class in 8 minutes. Cool. Oh, he also said something here. Johnny, you can download them without downloading a program. Search Clip Converter CC. Is that a website? So even to me, that sounds sketchy. That sounds like a sketchy site. I think Google should come out with its own YouTube video downloading program. But it's like, why would they? They own YouTube. I don't think they want people even downloading videos. But myself, I would actually like to do that because there's actually a lot of videos on YouTube that I would like to have. Like videos like of me. You know, uh, like other videos other people had filmed. Of shows or whatever, like me, performing um, or like that time I was on Huffington Post with Andy Summers. You know, it's like I would actually like to have a copy of that because I think they actually took that offline. I don't think it's even on the internet anymore. Although somebody did actually download it. And they actually did send that to me. I need to download it. Yes. That Adam, that's right. This is me. I just got your text. Yeah. Yes, hello? Um so but I know downloading videos though probably takes up a lot of space, doesn't it? Video takes up a lot of gigabytes. Hey Howie. Howie just came in. Hey dude. Hi, how are you doing? Are you okay? Hola. Howie's drinking some water. It's been a long day already. We've all been up for hours and hours already. So he probably forgot he had breakfast at like 6:30 in the morning. He likes to have his breakfast early these days, like really early. Wolfgang says, "Hey Johnny, can I get a Johnny Bean, a Johnny Beanie? Can I get a Johnny Beanie guitar pick?" Yeah, message me. Oh, here's another way you guys can contact me if you want. If you guys are on Facebook, I've got a Facebook page that's called Guitarist Johnny Bean. You know, Guitar. How you spell guitar? That's one question I've got my whole life. People always tell me, how do you spell guitar? I have no idea how to spell guitar. I hear that all the time. But guitarist, how do you spell guitarist? Guitarist? I don't know. Anyway, guitarist Johnny Bean. Go to Facebook. You can like that page. That's a page you can like. If you dig it, you can like it, and you can message me there. And generally, if people want a guitar pick from me, like Adam sent me a message, he wanted one. Um, you can send me a message at that page with an address where to send, and I will send it. I will send it out. Guitarist, Adam says. Guitarist. Yeah, yeah. That's what I thought. It's guitar with an ist on the end. There's an ist on the end of that. Yes. I can put a link to it. Can I actually let me see if I can actually see this. Can I talk to you guys in this chat box? I think I can, right? I wonder if I can put a link. Maybe since I'm the owner of this, I think it'll let me to put a hyperlink. It probably blocks hyperlinks from anybody else, though, I would imagine. Let's see if this okay. There's Google. Sorry, it's taken a few seconds to open. I don't know why this laptop is okay, here we go. Here we go. I'll go ahead and grab the link. I'll try this and I'll see if this works. Um, and that's one of the problems is there's dead air if I'm not actually talking when the camera's off because you can't see me. You can't actually see what I'm doing. Maybe that's why Dave gets so mad. Um, okay, I'm opening Facebook. I'll give you a play-by-play of what I'm doing here. Facebook is opening, and yeah, normally my internet is not this slow at all. It's this certain computer I'm using that's doing that. That's why it's slow. It's this laptop. This thing. This laptop. It actually already exploded one time. I had to get like a whole new hard drive in it at one point. See this. It's almost like I'm on like dial up or something, but I'm not. I'm really not. And hopefully, it's not lagging this. I don't think it is. Hopefully not. Okay, here's the link. Copy. Close that. Man, this is slow. This is bad. Okay, videos. Let me see if I can actually see what we're doing. I think I should be able to. If I'm signed in. Let me shut this other one. Should I shut the other? Yeah, okay, I'll shut that one. So there may be a few moments here where I can't see your comments. Man, this is slow. This is way too slow. Let me just. Oh, here we go. I was going to use my main computer for this, but wow, this is painful. Okay, I'm looking at videos. Okay, all right. These are all previous videos. I want to look at what we're doing right now. Okay, there. Wait. Okay, here we are. Here we are right now. Here is the video. Open, please. Oh, this is taking forever. This is bad news. Watch. I've taken like 5 minutes just try to open the video that we're doing just to watch, just so I can I can post a link. And watch, we get there and I probably won't even be able to do it. Come on. I know you want to. All right. Here we go. Finally. Oh, it's still taking forever. Oh, God, this is horrible. This is unbearable. I might have to cut this part of the video out. It's so boring. I can't blame Dave for this. Although I'm sure I can if I really try. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. I see you guys. Okay, Johnny Bean, say something. Okay. No. Wolfgang says, I'll find your page myself, Johnny. When did you say that? 15 minutes ago? It's taking me so long just to get to my own stupid thing. All right, here we go. Let's see if it lets me do this, or if it kicks me out, or bans me. Maybe I'll get banned from my own channel for posting a hyperlink. There it is. I just did it. And yes, it's a hyperlink. There it is. Okay, good. If you guys see in the chat box, I just posted the hyperlink to my Facebook page. Go and you can like that page if you're on Facebook. Message me there, okay? Any messages you want to send me, if you have any questions, messages, guitar pick requests. Wolfgang says liked. Okay, awesome. Thank you, man. And that's where you can reach me, at that page. And yeah, I post a lot of guitar related stuff there, you know. My own original stuff, you know, pictures of cool guitars, you know, a lot of Van Halen. I mean, why not? Everybody likes a lot of Van Halen. Yeah, I think we all do. You broke 3 guitar strings in 30 minutes? Huh? Me? How? What? I did? Did I? I don't remember. Although maybe I did. Wolfgang is asking me questions. Um. Okay. I think I'm caught up on the comments. Maybe. Honeyburst is what that Wolfgang is that Stefan is getting. Oh, cool, man. Honeyburst. Yeah, it's a great looking. It's a great looking guitar. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, there's Manny is saying I used to use a plugin on Google Chrome called YouTube Downloaded. YouTube Downloaded. And this was a while back. Make sure it's still there, but it was safe since it's just an add-on for Google Chrome. Okay, yeah, something like that would be cool. I mean, it's probably not. It's probably a third party thing, but still, if it's within like, if it's something that's not official, but that works with or whatever, maybe something like that is cool. You know, although I'd still be too scared to download anything. Wolfgang says it's on my Facebook page. Huh? Where I broke 3 guitar strings? Was it a photo? I'll have to look. But if I did that, is it true? Yeah, I probably did. I probably did. My when I record and when I play, I generally don't restring. And the only time, here we go. The only time I totally like put brand new strings on a guitar is if I'm playing a show. That's the only time I totally restring a guitar with all fresh strings, right? Um, when I'm recording in the studio, uh, I mean, I guess it depends. Oh, that was on December 22nd, 2013, when I broke 3 strings in half an hour. Cool, cool, man. Yeah, I'll have to look at that. What guitar am I playing? I don't even know. But yeah, so the only time I put fresh strings on a guitar is when is if I'm playing a show, or probably if I go into a studio somewhere. If I go to like an actual studio somewhere, I'll put brand new strings on the night before, you know? But if I break a string during the session or during the show, I'll just change that one string. So some of my guitars have had the same strings on them for a long time because I rotate guitars, right? So it is possible for me to be playing something and whoops, there goes, the B string, change that, play a little bit more. Oh, whoops, there goes the D, you know, change that, keep playing. Oh, whoops, there goes the high E, you know. It's possible for that to happen. Probably a lot. Probably most of the time. Um okay, cool. Wolfgang just sent the post that I did where I broke the 3 strings. Okay, cool, man. Thank you. Um let me see. Let me read a couple more comments here, and then I haven't even talked about what today's thing is even talk about. How long have I been on here? How long has the video been going? probably at least an hour. Adam says, I'd like to try and learn a Van Halen song to play. What song would you recommend to start with? A Van Halen tune? So I'm assuming you don't know any? You don't do you already know any Van Halen songs? Adam. I would say if not, I would say a cool song to play to start with would be I would say maybe Ain't Talking About Love. That's a good one. That's a good one. I actually did a guitar lesson on the opening riff. If you just search my channel, um, for uh, for that, I have an entire playlist on my channel here of all the Edward Van Halen guitar lessons that I've done over the years. So you can actually you can scroll through that and find a lot of cool things. You know, kind of weird little things. And yeah. Do I have a lesson posted on my channel? Yeah. I've got several. I've got several. Like I said, just check out that playlist. It's probably called Eddie Van Halen Guitar Lessons or something. Oh, and you're saying you think I've been on for like an hour? Yeah, I've been on for an hour and I haven't even said anything. I haven't talked about it all with him, with this video's even about. Wolfgang says, "Which string brand and gauge do you use, Johnny?" I use a couple different things. Well, first of all, I'll use anything when it comes to strings, picks. I can use anything. It really doesn't matter. But as far as stuff that uh, I've used D'Addarios for a lot of years. Um, D'Addario depends on the guitar. If I'm playing a guitar with the Floyd Rose, I'll use nines. I'll use 9 through 42. So let's say the D'Addario 9 through 42. I think it's like a purple package or something. That's for like a Floyd Rose tremolo guitar. So say like an Eddie style guitar, Floyd Rose, one pickup, or a Wolfgang guitar, PV, EVH gear, whatever, a Kramer, anything with Floyd Rose, I'll use 9 through 42. Any other guitar besides that, like a regular like Fender Telecaster or a Les Paul or a 335. I'm looking at my guitars right here to see what I even have. A Strat, anything like that, I'll use tens, which I believe would be 10 through 46. And again, either D'Addario, which I think is an orange package, or I'll use Ernie Ball. Ernie Ball sets. I think Ernie Balls are actually better. Maybe. Fresher. I think Ernie Balls are fresher for some reason. I don't know. My rooster is crowing. I don't know if you can hear that. I saw some of your lesson videos. Great stuff. Wolfgang says, "Thank you, man." Yeah, I enjoy. I enjoy doing that stuff. It's a lot of fun. And I mean, it's even better that people like it. You know, so it's always good when people enjoy what you're doing. I guess you know, even even if it's me just sitting here blabbing on and on. Okay, so as far as here we go. It's been an hour. As far no, I appreciate the comments. I dig them. I really That's one of the reasons. That's the reason. That's one of the great things about doing these things live is you get to interact with people, and people in Korea. You know, I'm able to talk with somebody 16 hours in the future. You know, where it's like 3 in the morning, 3:14 or something. Um, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so that's a great thing about doing these things live. But as far as the subject of today's Veda vlog, uh, the question is, what did you learn about doing 31 videos in a row? Meaning these vlogs that I do, these Vedas is what these are called. Vlog every day in August. I've done 31 of these now this month. I've done one every day this month. And as far as what did I learn about doing these things? Well, I mean, like I said, I've done these like 3 years in a row now. So I would say if I had learned anything, especially after 3 years of doing these things, what I've learned is, well, for one thing, it gets easier the more you do this. The more you make videos, whether it's selfie style, duck face, style videos or selfies or um. That reminds me, I got to get a selfie stick. I actually saw one at Target the other day on clearance, and I actually thought about it for a second. A selfie stick. Got to get one, man. Um. So yeah, something I learned about doing these videos is just it gets the more you do them, the easier it gets. Hey, David Allen Wright, yo, good morning, man, or good afternoon to you. I think it's afternoon where you are. It's 11:15 in the morning here. Yeah, it just gets easier to do. The more you do this stuff, David Allen Wright says, "Selfie stick, go fund to me." Yeah. Hey, if anybody wants to send me a selfie stick, uh, you're welcome. um, yeah, there was one at Target in the clearance section, but there was no price on it, so I don't know how much they actually went for. If it would have been something like $5 or something, I think that probably, I don't know, is that too much for? I don't know how much selfie sticks even go for. I have no idea. You know, and without the phone, they're kind of useless, right? I don't know what you can even do with them. I don't know. I have no idea. Um, but as far as doing 31 videos in a row, I've found that it gets it gets easier to do the more you do them. You know, David Allen says, "Let me see if I got one. If so, I'll send it to you." Okay, cool. Thank you. A selfie stick. Let me see if I have one. Yeah, if you have one, just if you have a selfie stick just lying around on the floor. Oh, Manny says you can use a selfie stick as a back scratcher with no phone. Or you can take a very interesting video if you do have the phone attached to it. Here's what it looks like when I scratch my back from my phone's perspective. That's kind of weird. um, yeah, what else? I don't know. I mean, like it's pretty much what I say all the time, though. I mean, doing these videos, yeah, it gets easier to do if this is the kind of thing that you would like to do or try to do. Like I said before, this is something I never imagined I would ever do myself. If I actually stop right now and think about what I'm doing, it's actually very, very embarrassing to me. You know, this was never my personality to talk to a camera or to talk to a microphone or to do a broadcast like this. It's very weird, you know. And a lot of times I can't watch this stuff back. It's embarrassing, you know. I listen to myself, and it's almost like a different person. It's almost like it's not me. It's like I flick a switch, and I'm able to do this, even though it's still kind of scary and weird and awkward and whatever, you know. But I think it's cool though. I mean, it's like I said, it's helped me. It's helped me do this kind of stuff, and so that's how I'm able to do these kinds of things. You know, like those hangouts that I do with Nesdal and Rob and Eric and David Allen. You know, you know, people that I do these videos with. You know, it's helped me do that stuff. And you can definitely see a difference. You can see a growth, basically. If you go back to my older videos, like the older hangouts, and you can see the development, you know, over time. It just gets easier and easier to do. And it becomes no big deal. Like really now that I'm thinking about it, I am getting kind of like weirded out thinking I'm actually sitting here and doing this, but you know, if I don't think about it, it's easy, fun to do, you know. So that's something that I've learned about doing these videos, especially doing, you know, a bunch of them in a row like this. And if I'm going to continue doing these things every day, then you know, I'll have to keep getting better and better at this, you know, because excuse me, it's all entertainment. That's all it is. It's just to entertain. That's the whole reason. That's why you guys, you know, we have 8 people sitting here right now. That's the reason you guys are here, is because it's entertaining listening to this. You know, I listen to other people's shows. You know, shout out to Joe Wentz. You know, he's doing his own version of this now. You know, where he tells stories, talks about, you know, old gigs he played, you know, concerts he's gone to, you know, stuff like that. And yeah, it's cool. I mean, you really learn a lot about somebody when people do stuff like this. And the thing is, if you do this kind of thing, if you do a vlog or some sort of video, or if you when you put yourself out there like this, um, you really either have to have like a really thick skin, because you're going to get you know, aside, you know, of course you're going to get people, you know, saying, oh, I dig listening to this, I really dig what you're doing, you know. You're also going to get the other side of it. Oh man, you suck, this is horrible, you're ugly, you know, you know, you're the worst guitar player I've ever seen. You know, you're going to get all this stuff, rather at, you know, in comments or emails, or even like a video, you know, or whatever. You know, you're gonna get the good and the bad when you do this kind of stuff, whether you like it or not. And there was no reason for it. If you just do like a like your own thing, if you say, you know, your own thing, and if it's neither here nor there, you know, I mean, I can see if I was to jump on here and talk about politics or something, which I would never do, because I don't even know the first thing about any of that, you know. Um, but I can see people getting mad at other people for talking about, you know, things like that. But if you just jump online and you talk about, you know, your favorite guitar player, you talk about, you know, harmless stuff, and people bash you for that, that's that's crazy. That's totally insane, you know. And yes, I do get the messages, I get the comments. Um, you know, but I don't care. It doesn't phase me at all. because I've been doing this so long, not just the vlogs, but I've been doing the guitar lessons on YouTube since 2009, maybe, or whatever. And some of those videos have gotten hundreds of thousands of views. So I get comments every day on those videos. Still, some years later, you know. And yeah, there's the comments, "Oh, this is great. Oh, thanks Johnny for showing us how to do this, blah blah blah." And then there's the, "Oh, you suck. This sucks." You know, blah blah blah, you know. So I used to respond to those comments at first, you know, but it was never, I would never respond to them. I would never fuel the fire, as in no, you know, I wouldn't fight back, you know, because on the internet, online, if you're arguing with somebody, it's a never ending battle, no matter, even if you're right about whatever it is, it's you can never win, you know, unless you just block them, because they'll continue to come at you no matter what. Um, so I've never. I mean, generally, if somebody would leave a comment saying, "Hey, you suck," you know, and if it's like an actual thing, because you know, there's spammers who actually put fake comments, you know, stuff like that. You know, you can actually tell, you know. But if you can tell there's an actual person behind there and they're actually telling you you stink, you know. I used to reply back to those and say, "Oh well, you know, thank you, thank you for noticing," or "I do. Oh man, I better take a bath." You know, I would say something like that, and then usually they would just go away. You know, I've never said, you know, something like, "Oh no, you suck," you know. Um, and I generally don't really respond to those kinds of things anymore. You know, I really don't. But if I do, like every once in a while, if I get one and it's like really, oh man, I'm sorry, hang on. Okay, that's my phone ringing. Uh, I'll call them right back. In case you're listening, I'll call you right back. Okay. um, what was I saying? Yeah. So if you know when the trolls, you know, start uh pulling punches. Oh, David Allen says, got to invent a punch through the keyboard. Yeah, if you got a troll, why do they call them trolls? That's so weird. I imagine a troll as like a teeny tiny little like critter. Is that what they are? You know? But yeah, yeah. When you do stuff like this, when you put yourself out there online, and you're actually you, because see me, I'm actually me. Google me, and that's me. That's my photo. You see on that avatar of me holding that guitar. That's actually me. That's my real name. You know, I don't hide behind any kind of screen name at all. Everything I say is the truth. You know, I'm actually, if you were to meet me in real life, it'd be exactly the same as what you see online. You know, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, I always thought it was kind of weird. You know, there was a point years ago when I first got online where I didn't want to put any photos on the internet. You know, or I didn't want to put my music up. That was one of the things. That was one of the things, even way back in the '90s. You know, I didn't want people copying my music, like stealing it, my original stuff. You know, uh, and when I first jumped online back in like 2000, I think 2000. You know, I was very wary of putting my own original music up online, even back then, thinking somebody would like steal it. as in steal the riff and say it's theirs, kind of thing. I don't mean illegally download. That's not what I mean. I mean, actually take a riff that I did and make it their own song and whatever. Uh, Somebody actually sent me a message a little while back saying they really liked this riff that I do in some of my videos. I do a lot. I've done a lot of videos of myself at Guitar Center demoing those EVH gear guitars and amps and the overdrive pedal and stuff. And there's this one riff you're always hearing me play. Somebody actually sent me a message a little while back saying how they really liked that and they wanted to record that on their record and give me credit or something. And that's kind of, yeah, that's kind of weird. I mean, I wrote them back. I told them that that's an actual song and I'll actually have that up online soon so they can actually hear that what the actual song sounds like, because what you're hearing is just one little riff, but there's an actual song that's an actual whole song. So I wrote them back and I said, well, that's an actual tune and it'll be up online soon, and if you want you can cover it, you know you can cover the tune, but yeah, of course, say it's my song and whatever, you know uh but these days, I mean, the great thing about the internet is everything you put out there, there's a timestamp. So let's say if someone was to rip off one of my riffs or whatever, and I can always prove, I did that, you know, sometime in the past, because there's actual, you go to videos, you go to uploads of stuff, it actually says the day and the year of when that was first put up. So it's easy, it's easier to, it's somewhat easier to prove that kind of thing. But as far as that one tune the guy wanted to use, if you ever hear this, I can't remember your name, sorry, but yeah, that song, that's an actual song, and it will be it actually will be. I'll actually have it up on iTunes shortly. Um, yeah. So what was I? What was I even? I don't even know what I was even talking about. I can't even remember. Oh, I was talking about trolls. Oh yeah. So okay, doing videos, making vlogs, doing podcasts, whatever. Yeah, you're gonna get. Yeah, when you do this kind of thing, especially if you're yourself, you're gonna get weirdos, and they're gonna come at you, with just the most hurtful, things for no reason, no reason at all, you know. And you really, yes, I mean, yeah, it can be shocking to, like, why would somebody say this to me? Why would somebody, I don't even know, say something like this? I mean, I mean, there's no reason for it. Uh, but when you do get those kinds of comments or messages or whatever, you can't let it get to you. You know, you can't. I mean, especially if you're doing something that's harmless, like what I do. Like I said, if you're on there, talking politics, talking religion, whatever, I can see a lot more people coming out of the woodwork bashing whatever you're doing, because everybody has different takes on all that. So I can see that I can understand. But if you're doing something just as harmless as talking about your favorite guitars, your favorite guitar, discussing, what we talk about. Um, Although I think It's almost like once we start talking about Roth versus Hagar, I think that's when I can understand those haters coming out. I can understand because everybody has their own thing. That turns into politics. You know, and even there, see now I'm going to start getting haters now for what I'm saying. But even there, it's only rock and roll. It's music. You know, but as far as my stance on the Roth versus Hagar debate, okay, here's my official stance on that. Here's my position. Where's my podium? Just imagine I'm actually standing at a podium right now. Okay. Adam says, "Oh, be careful with that topic." Yeah, yeah. Imagine I'm at a podium now. See, now I'm going to start getting all these haters now. No, no. For me, Roth versus Hagar. To me, it's all the same thing. Okay. To me, it's all Van Halen. To me, it's all Eddie, is what it is. It's all his music. You know. I mean, a lot of people don't believe. People actually see me as this like huge Van Halen fan, which to me is actually kind of embarrassing. You know. Uh, and it's like I don't know why I should say embarrassing. I mean, uh, I ran into a couple years ago. I was at Nam and I ran into the guy that produced their last album, A Different Kind of Truth. I actually ran into the guy that actually produced that record, and I knew what he looked like. I knew his name because he's a famous producer, right? So I'm walking by with this friend of mine, and we walked past the guy. His name's Ross Hogarth. And at NAM, everybody has name tags, right? So, I kind of saw him and I'm like, oh, that kind of looks like, and I saw his name. I'm like, oh, okay. So I went up to him and I introduced myself. Hey, I'm like, hey, Mr. Hogarth. Hey, my name's Johnny Beane. While I was shaking his hand. And he basically, he starts like laughing and pointing at me and saying, you're that huge Van Halen fan. You're that big Van Halen fan. The guy that made their record is telling me this, right? And I'm just like, oh, that's kind of weird, you know. I guess some people they see me as like this huge fan, but the good thing about that, is when I talk with people like Nesdal and Rob Johnson and Broadbent and whoever, and we discuss the Van Halen gear, the guitars, the amps, what gear he used on this album. When we have those discussions, that's where it comes in handy. If people think of me as knowing what I'm talking about, because for the most part, I do. I know a lot about that stuff. The technical, the 5150 Kramer, the blah blah blah, this that whatever. And I might not know exact things like Nesdal and Rob kind of know more about. Oh, he used this wood on this guitar. This pickup goes great with this. You hear us talking about that kind of stuff all the time. Some of that I do know. Some of it Nesdal knows more than I do. Sometimes I know more than he does. And that's the great thing about us talking about this stuff. And that's the great thing about doing these videos and basically having these discussions like this. That way other people can watch and learn and enjoy the stuff. Because we would talk about the stuff regardless. He'd call me on the phone and we'd end up talking for an hour about the same kind of thing you see in these videos we do, right? And that's when I had the idea. I'm like, well, why don't we just do these live on a video and let people ask questions? So that's where that idea came from. And then eventually other people got into it, like Broadbent started doing his own thing, and Joe Wentz is doing his thing now, and I think there's other people. Um, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun talking about that stuff. We have a great time doing it, and yeah, we can talk about that stuff every day. We can talk about the same things, but it's always different. You know, if you go back and watch all these videos we've done, watch every video, and even though we might answer some of the same questions here and there or whatever, it's always different. It's never the same. It's never the same thing. Like Rob and I, we're going to go live later on this afternoon at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 Eastern. Rob and I will jump on. I think he said he's available. Nesdal is not available. He's actually out doing a gig. But yeah, we can just jump on it and talk about the same thing, and it just becomes a great conversation, about the stuff. Um. So anyway, I don't know how long I've been on here now. Probably a little too long. It's like 20 to noon here. Let's see. We got a few comments here. Actually, I got to take care of something really quickly. I know you can't see me. So, oh, somebody just jumped on. Hey, I got to split for like 2 seconds. I'll be right back, okay? So keep there'll be some dead air for like 30 seconds, but I got to I'll address some of these comments in a few seconds, all right? I'll be right back. Okay. Dead air. Yeah, see that's the real reason I have Nesdal here. He fills the gaps when I bounce. Yeah, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Yes. Okay, I'm back. It's all good. It's all good. All right. Let me see some of these comments here, if I can see them. This computer is so slow. See, that's why I like it better when the comments come to my phone because I can read it. I can read them. Uh, hmm. I'm trying to read. I'm trying to read the comments. It's okay. Adam says he likes both versions of Van Halen. Yeah, yeah. Why not? Oh yeah, I was gonna say some people can't believe. Like I was saying, some people look at me as this like guy that knows a lot about Van Halen or whatever. People can't believe the first album I bought was 5150. Brand new when it first came out, right? So my very first album was a Van Hagar album, and I loved it. Still do. It's all great music. But the second album I bought right after that was the first album. So I grew up on both versions growing up. To me, it was all Van Halen. It was all the same thing. It's just some songs had Roth singing on them, some songs had Hagar singing on them. But to me, it was all the same thing. You know, there was no difference, no difference. And yeah, it goes along with the style of music at the time. It's like, oh, the Roth albums, the earlier David Lee Roth albums are more rock, more hard rock. Not heavy. Van Halen was never heavy metal, but the earlier albums were heavier, and then 50 and 58 one too were more pop. But that goes along with the times. That's what music. That's kind of how music was during those times. Um, so I grew up on both eras. To me, it's all the same thing. It's rock and roll. It's all Eddie, you know, because I was learning guitar at the time. So for me, of course, the guitar is the thing that really stuck out. And it was all his guitar, his music, you know. And the cool thing about him and his style, even though he has his own style, you know, that's something we can all agree with that we all love about his guitar playing is it's totally him, you know. There's been times when brand new Van Halen songs have popped on the radio. Like I'll be in the like I remember when I first heard uh Me Wise Magic. I remember when that first hit the radio, when that song first came out. I remember it was almost like, you know, Marty McFly where his clock radio goes off and it's Lindsey Buckingham. We were talking about that last night actually. Although unless you saw the video. Oh no, was it the video before that? I don't remember. Anyway, we talked about that last night at some point. Um, it was kind of like that. It was like one morning my alarm clock goes off and I'm like half asleep, but I'm hearing this music and I'm hearing this guitar and I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, this sounds like Van Halen, but it was a song I'd never heard, you know, and it was Me Wise Magic when it first debuted. You know, it must have been one of the first spins that song got on the radio because I remember it was early in the morning. Uh, but yeah, immediately I knew who it was, you know? And then I remember the first time I heard Humans Being. I remember I was driving to a band rehearsal jam thing, and it was at night, and I remember that song came on the radio, and I was like, "Whoa, this is new Van Halen," you know? Or I remember the first time I heard "Don't Tell Me What Love Can Do." I remember I was in the car and that song came on, and I didn't hear it from the beginning. I heard it from maybe somewhere in the middle, or maybe the ending, or maybe the solo. I don't remember where I first actually turned on the radio and heard it, but I remember hearing it, and it was like, "Whoa, this is brand new." But of course, immediately I knew who it was. You know, that sound, that style. Um, that's the you know the great things about Edwards, his music, his guitar playing. You instantly know who it is. You know, and yeah, I know everybody that plays guitar, they want to be the next Eddie, you know, but really there'll never be another. He's he can never, what do they say? Often imitated, never duplicated, you know, whatever. You know, there's only one, you know, and people can play like that. People can make the same noises, same sounds. They can write songs that sound kind of like a Van Halen kind of guitar riff or whatever, you know. And that's cool. That's cool, you know, but for me, yeah, I grew up wanting to be Eddie, of course. Everybody did, you know. But as you go on, and especially if you start writing your own stuff, you know, you get into other things, you know, you get into other styles of music. I always tell people, listen to as much as you can. Don't go down one route. Don't 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 do one thing because eventually you're going to get stuck and you won't be able to get out of it. I don't know if that makes any sense, but as far as like creating, if you want to create your own sound, you know, if you want to be the next Eddie Van Halen, I would say, I mean, truthfully, if you want to be the next, you know, somebody like that, an innovator, you know, I mean, it's pretty tough. I mean, what he did was That's one of the reasons why we love him so much for what he did is for the electric guitar in general. Um, what he did was pretty much impossible, and so, to do that now, I mean, it'd have to be just the most totally different thing. But like I say though, if you want to be the next Eddie, do your own thing. You know, you can take techniques that he did. I mean, we all do. Take things that he did. You know, learn from different people. Become like your own thing. And so that's what I mean by that. If you want to be the next Eddie Van Halen, do your own thing and become something original, because he's a total original. Totally. That's one of the reasons, you know, why we dig what he does, because there's nobody else, nobody like him, you know. And the stuff that he was listening to when he created the sounds that he does that we dig, the stuff he was listening to sounds nothing like what he does, you know. So that's kind of what I mean too. If you want to be the next Eddie, create your own thing, something totally different, you know. That's the way I look at it. You know, especially if you want to write your own stuff, you know. That's what I do. I write, you know. I love writing riffs, music, sounds, creating sounds, you know, recording, all that stuff, you know. And yeah, I'm totally inspired by Edward's guitar guitar work, you know. But if you listen to a lot of my stuff, you know, more current stuff, if you listen to it, maybe you can get a Van Halen influence out of it, and maybe it's like it doesn't even sound like Van Halen, you know. Because I have a lot of different influences that I draw from, a lot of different stuff. Um, I don't know. I can just sit here and yap in circles about this, and it's probably easier if I actually have other people I'm talking with about this, because otherwise I'll just be spinning in circles saying this stuff. You know. Let me see if I can read some comments here. Man, this laptop is so slow. I can't even see anything. Let me see. Adam says he thinks this might be the longest vlog. I agree. This might be the longest vlog ever. And I just now started talking about what it's about. It's been like 3 hours. Keep yapping, David Nesdall says. Oh, David's awake. Wow. Nesdall says he is the next Eddie. Yeah, but I mean, say, you know, take David Nesdall, for instance. When I hear him play the guitar, he's been playing long enough. Even when he plays Van Halen licks or whatever, I still hear Nesdall has a certain sound to his style, his playing. So when I hear him play, when I hear him do certain bends, I can tell that's him. You know, so that's kind of like what I'm saying too. Is you can take, you know, take things from different people, take an Eddie lick, but put your own spin on it, your own mark. You know, um, you know, and make it your own thing. Um, David Allen Wright said his unique playing style. He's talking about Van Halen. It is same as his personality. Is why he never wanted his guitars copied exact. He gets turned off over copying him. Yeah, yeah. He didn't want. I mean, for years, that's why you never saw that stuff. Now, a lot of that stuff is available. You know, I mean, you can actually go out and buy an EVH gear guitar now, and it's striped, has one pickup. You know, it's an Eddie guitar. It's an official it's an official Edward Van Halen guitar. You know, and of course the Wolfgangs. Those are his guitars, his own thing. His those are his babies. Somebody commented on one of my videos the other day, and it was a video of me playing a Wolfgang guitar at a Guitar Center, and they were saying how they were saying why they didn't understand why the guitar was named after Wolfgang Van Halen. They were saying that Eddie is the superstar, Wolfgang hasn't done anything, is what the guy was saying. And I wrote him back. I commented back, and I'm like, well, you know, Edward named those guitars after his son when when he was like 4 years old. I mean, that guitar is a tribute to his own son, is what that is. It has nothing to do with what Wolfgang Van Halen has done or will do musically. Has nothing to do with that. Those guitars were made. That name was. He came up with that name. What 20 years ago? What's Wolfgang? 24? That'd make him 24 now. And wow, I'm getting old. If he's 24, I must be in my late 30s. Dang. Oh, I mean early 50s. Oh my goodness. Um. Yeah. Yeah, and then the guy went on to say that he's sure that I probably have more Van Halen music in my collection because the guy basically he said he tuned out once Hagar joined, which it's like okay, you know, but yeah. Anyway, um, anyway, okay. So there you go. Uh, Veda. This is my last Veda vlog every day in August. Last one. Although I will continue to do vlogs every day, whether it be in the morning, where I can cater to Korea, or late at night, you know, where I can tuck David Nesdall in before before I hang up. You know, whatever it is, I'll figure out a schedule to these things. And yeah, let me know. Let me know in the comments. That's the thing I don't like about this chat room is there's no comments. Let me know in the actual physical comments once this video is done. Okay, whether you're watching right now, I know there's 10 of you, I see you, or whether you're watching if you happen to get through this whole thing in the future at some point. If you enjoy listening to this stuff, let me know in the comment section below what time you think would be a good time for me to do these things. What time of day? Morning, afternoon, night, you know, AM drive, you know. Haha, you're so funny, Johnny. Thanks for catering to me in Korea today. Oh, you're welcome, Wolfgang. You're welcome, man. It's like 4 in the morning where you are, dude. Have you not gone to bed yet, or did you wake up early? Either way, thanks for listening, man. And yeah, if you want a guitar pick, yeah, send me a message. I don't. Maybe you did. I don't know. Send me a message where to send it. At facebook.com/guitarist Johnny Beane. And yeah, and anybody, yeah, if you send me, if you live especially out of the country, if you don't live in the United States, if you type your address, please make sure it's exact as it should be, as I write it down on the envelope. Okay, because I've had people send me their addresses from different countries and stuff, and I write it down, and this stuff gets returned to me. You know, because it's missing like a zip code or there's something gone or so yeah, you'll send me a message. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah. Just make sure when you send it, make sure that the address is exact as so it'll get to you. Okay. Hey, Squarehead. Yes. Yes. Okay, cool. All right. Sorry, I gotta go. It's almost noon, and yeah, I think I've been on here for a little bit. So again, thank you for listening. Thank you for enjoying these Vedas. This is my last one, although I will be continuing these, just different. Adam, can I see who's watching, even if not contributing to the chat? No, no. Unless you actually leave a comment or chat, that's the only way I know you're actually looking, as in who it is. As far as the numbers, yeah, I can't, unless you actually say something, I can't see who's actually watching. I just see a number. Um, yes. Yeah. So yeah, thanks again for taking part in these things. And like I said, Veda is over, but I'll continue to do these things. And look for an EVH guitar chat with myself and I guess Rob said he would be available today at 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock Eastern. So in exactly 5 hours. Is that right? It just turned noon right now. It just turned 3 o'clock on the East Coast. 12. Yes, five. That's 5 hours, right? Yeah. An exact 5 hours from now, come back. And Adam, yes, yeah, if you're up, yeah, if you can, yeah, take that screenshot of when I go live and send it to me so I can see what it looks like. Cool, cool. Okay, come back in 5 hours, another video, and then I guess I'm done with my vlog, so I guess I won't do a vlog tonight. Or I could. Who knows? Who knows? Actually, maybe I will. I have the place to myself for the night, so maybe I'll go live later on. Why not? All right, Adam. Thank you very much, man. Yeah, maybe I'll go hit up my PO box and see if I got that package yet from who was it? Was it Stefan? Maybe I'll go look. All right, rock and roll, everybody. Thank you for listening. If you dig this stuff, which I guess if you're probably listening, you probably listened for a while, or you're probably already subscribed. If not, subscribe to the channel if you dig this stuff. Normally, it won't be this, I won't ramble this much, but maybe I will. Who knows? And give the video a thumbs up if you dig it. That really helps. That helps other people find this content and, might enjoy this kind of thing. Thank you for listening. And yeah, come back in 5 hours. 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern. I'm going to talk about some of Eddie's guitars and whatnot. All the cool, fun stuff. All right, rock and roll, everybody. See you guys later. Johnny Beane, JohnnyBeane.com, Facebook.com/guitarist Johnny Beane, Instagram Johnny Beane. All right. Bye.